Yes, so lockdown has been a busy time for church leaders across Ireland. They've been busy bringing church services online and doing their best to still serve their church members and community from a distance or remotely. And our next guest is pastor of a church in Dublin that, in addition to many of his church members being frontline workers, the church building is currently in the middle of a significant building project. On the line to tell us more, we have Pastor Avram Hadarau of the Betania Church in Blanchardstown in Dublin. You're very welcome to the show, Pastor Avram. How are you?
Hi, Ronan, and thank you for having me today. God bless you and all the Spirit Radio listeners.
Thank you so much. First of all, Pastor Avram, you've been particularly busy during COVID-19, the pandemic, in serving your church, as I believe you've a substantial number of your church members who are themselves frontline workers. Is that true?
Yes, it's a privilege for me to speak on behalf of a big army that is working hard to serve the community and expand God's kingdom in the whole island. We organize prayer for the frontline workers. We have more than 60 people from our church, nurses, doctors, and staff working in the hospital and nursing homes.
So, how has COVID-19 impacted on those particular people and their households?
Well, there was a big and massive challenge for us, for our members. Some of them were sick in hospital, some lost their loved ones here in Ireland and also back home. And we tried to keep close as much as possible through Zoom meetings and conference with all our members, and also with the English service. And we are trying to do all kinds of ways to use the technology to keep close to our members.
Yeah, I can absolutely imagine. Now, I'm right in saying, am I, Avram, that your church, has quite a number of members from Romania, from our Romanian immigrant population. Is that right? So in a lot of ways, the church performs so much more than a kind of, I know the worship is extraordinarily important, and teaching and pastoring and that, but it actually provides a real kind of community meeting point as well, doesn't it?
Yes, we have. We used to have, before the COVID, services on Sunday, AM service at PM, and also we have all kinds of activities. We have kids camps, male and female camps, conferences with different topics throughout the year.
Yeah.
Also with the Christmas Carol concert that we organize once a year at Helix in DCU.
Yeah, now you're very busy during the lockdown. I know the thing that I heard about was the masks and the face protection to the Gardaí in Blanchardstown, which I thought was a bit of genius, actually. But you did other things as well, didn't you? Did you were helping nurses as well?
Yes. Yeah. One day I went with Valeria and our pastor to Garda station in Blanchardstown, and we provided some masks because they asked the communities around if they have any. I remember there was shortages. And also our youth planned a project called Feed the Heroes, and organized coffees and sandwiches for nurses in Blanchardstown Hospital and also in St. Vincent Hospital. We were also trying to help the old and vulnerable that needed work around the house. We had teams or two guys to go and help. And also we were offering shopping for those in need, and also every Sunday we were doing projects for the homeless.
It's brilliant.
Outreach to the community.
Terrific witness of love as well. Brilliant. Just incredible gospel there. And in addition to all of this, you're right slap bang, as I was saying at the beginning, in the middle of a significant building project. Can you tell us about the building?
Oh yeah, that's amazing project God gave us to do. Everything started 8 years ago with a prayer request. We prayed and asked God to give us a land so we can build a place of worship, a house of prayer for all nations, for all people that are on an island. That was back in 2012. We prayed for about 3 years, and we had different meetings with estate agents and the Kingle County Council. And back in 2015, we got the approval for land, and we got a land lease for 250 years, 3 acres and a half.
Wow.
In Tillstown, Dublin 15.
Brilliant.
And then back in 2017. We got planning permission, and at the moment we are right in the middle of work. We're working hard. We have a design team helping us, with the architects, engineers, structural engineers, and all these kind of guys. And then a project manager from our church and a large number of volunteers. Sometimes more than 40, 50 people are working on Saturdays mainly. And also during the week, the way they can organize themselves with work. And all the funds come from donations from our members.
Wow. Now, what do you anticipate in terms of the build itself? When do you think you're going to have it done? What do you need for it? Give us an idea of its scale.
We are hoping, praying, and working hard, and hopefully at the end of the year, before Christmas, to have the grand opening. It's a lot of work, but
sure is. Yeah.
We think and we believe we can finish it in time.
And Avram, did the work have to stop on the build during lockdown, or were you able to keep going?
Yes, we had to stop for a good few weeks. We provided 24-hour security daily and nighttime, and basically the volunteers from our church helped with that.
So, when it finally gets finished, what are your, when you dream of it, what are your hopes for the building, for your church members, and also in terms of outreach to the community?
Yeah, we have some plans, and we also praying for more vision for the years ahead. And at the moment, we're planning to organize all sorts of events and projects with kids, youths, after-school program, crash, music school for different type of instruments, counseling support, drop-off coffee. We have the schools in Tillerstown beside us, and the parents we're going to drop off. There'll be hundreds of parents every morning.
Yeah, there will. You're absolutely right.
Will be a good way to spread the gospel and show love and care for the people in our community. Yeah,
it could be a fruitful harvest ground. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be fabulous. Now, I've got to let the listeners know, Avram, that you guys, at the very moment when you were really looking for help and you were looking for funds and all that kind of thing, that actually right in the middle of that, you were incredibly generous to us as a station, and you helped us during our time of trying to find some help. So I just want to encourage people to help you at the moment as well. So how can people kind of contribute to your church fund?
What we've done for Spirit Radio a few weeks ago, it was a seed of faith we planted, because we believe when we give, you will receive back.
Yeah, amen.
And
amen.
That was the way we lead, and it's our vision,
Sure.
And that's why we kind of took this decision. One of our members suggested, and I rang Spirit Radio and told them about this offer. Well, if there's anyone around that can and willing to help us, they can find us at www.betania.ie,
okay,
or they can send an email at info@betania.ie.
Yeah.
Our address is in Powstown Road, Tillerstown, Dublin 15. And
Right.
with the Facebook, YouTube channel, we're not really good on having all the songs and all our project in English, but now it's a good time, and it's a challenge for us to get ready for more like the English, serving more the
absolutely, yeah, exactly.
formation.
That's going to be your harvest. Is going to be out there. That's your witness place is people who speak. So Betania.ie, that's Betania.ie
Correct.
is your website.
Yeah.
Pastor Avram.
We have a generation that is born here, and they are ready to take over.
Absolutely. That's great to hear. Brilliant. God bless the work. Pastor Avram Hadarau of Betania Church in Dublin, thank you so much for talking to us today. God bless you.
Thank you for having me. God bless you.
Bye-bye.